God is on a mission. And so when God, I think, looks at Columbia and wants His people, His children called the church, to look at Columbia, He wants them to remember, through all of the other good things that they do, that He's really most concerned that this story of mercy through His people in their lives and their marriages and their family, that this story get incarnated in a meaningful way, that they can make a realistic decision about whether they want a relationship with that kind of God. What does God want for Columbia? I mean, above everything, He wants this mercy refracted so that every man, woman, and child has this opportunity to say yes or no to Jesus. But what would it look like in Columbia if God did what He wanted to do? First of all, it would be the realization that every person that has come to faith in Jesus Christ sensed the centrality of that, and that they would know that it's not what they do on Sundays that makes a difference, it's what they do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's why their personal convictions and all the jobs that are out there, I just look at those buildings and I think of all the jobs that are out there. Those are places where God is doing His mission through His people. They don't have to be full-time pastors. They don't have to be elders and deacons and Sunday school teachers. God has intended that those people would live ordinary lives in an extraordinary way. And that extraordinariness is really all about the mercy that they have received and the nurturing of the relationship in God that requires. The second thing I think it would mean is that there would be no neighborhood that didn't have a group of people in its midst who were living the gospel that the community could see. So what would it look like? Well, it would look like, number one, because people are living the gospel faith, and two, because churches are empowering them to be disseminated and living out in the normalcy of life, there would be a repeated incarnational understanding of the gospel that gets lived in front of every man, woman, and child. And when that happened, people would then understand that the gospel is not about, well, that's Protestant, or well, that's Baptist, or that's Pentecostal. People will understand that that's God.